Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope you're all doing well out there, and welcome to another episode of Finding Your Purpose. Before we get started, I want to remind everybody to please like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And if you haven't already, you can go follow my podcast on Spotify or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. The name of my podcast is Designed for a Purpose. Promise you, I have good stuff over there as well. Okay, with that being said, let's get into today's topic. Um, I kind of put off talking about this for a while because I had to think about what I was going to say because I don't want people thinking I'm being negative or anything like that, which I'm not. But I had to find a way to get it out there without sounding negative. Now, y'all know I'm a big music fan. Um, Although I do prefer, like, you know, back in the days music, not too old, but anything better than really today. Now, I can pick out here and there of today's music. It's just some people, that hit the spot with the music. But yes. So, I'm saying all that to say this. I liked the rapper PNB Rock. PNB Rock was really he was on point. I mean, I got hooked on him through my nephew. So, yeah. He was actually one of the ones that, you still listen to. So yeah, I'm pretty sure all you guys know what happened to him. And my thing about that is don't post your location. Certain people cannot post their location. And no, he didn't do it, but supposedly his girlfriend, post what Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles they were at, or I think it was Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, or one of those restaurants, I think. And it's like certain people cannot post where they're at, like, because they're not a regular Joe Blow. Like, if you have a certain level of, you know, fans, or if you're starting a business, whatever, if you're out there well known, like, don't post your location because a lot of people don't understand. You have lots of types of fans. You have the fans that really support you. They're down, they like, they comment, they, you know sometime if you have the time, you'll talk back with them through your comments or whatever. They If you're in music, any type of showbiz, whatever, anything you're doing to where it's the public is allowed to come, they'll come. You have those supporters too, but you also have the haters too. And see, that's where a lot of people get that wrong. Your haters are your biggest fans too. Either they watch you from a distance hoping you'll fail, But see, now a lot of them got bold. If they know where you're at, some of them will really come and try to do something to you. And in my opinion, now I'm not trying to make anybody mad, but in my opinion, that's what happened. He had some haters, and supposedly they came and, you know, took him for his jewelry and all this and that. And in doing my research, it says that he actually gave them what they asked for, and they still took his life. Haters. See, that's why you can't post where you're at. You just can't. Like, if you're not a regular Joe Blow, like, okay, I'll use myself for an example. I'm barely starting this thing out, trying to get my messages out there to reach people, and hopefully what I'm saying will inspire people to never give up in life or do better, whatever it is that they're going through. I hope any one of my messages can reach them and inspire them. Okay, yes, I'm doing this, but I'm not big at the plateau yet to where it's like if I go to the store, I'm noticed. And, I even have a book out, and some people, the ones that read, you know, some people ask me, like, oh, are you the author of this and that? And I'm kind of like shocked because I'm like, yeah, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, how do you know? Like, it's a good thing, but you still gotta be like, okay, how did you know? But with all that being said, I'm still not at the stature to where, I'm noticed all the time. See, so I can still kind of post, here or there, like if I went out here to eat, or if I went here shopping, or so to speak, because I'm not that well known stature yet. See, so it's like you gotta pick and choose. Like, if you are well known and you're out there, you gotta pick and choose what you post and when you post. And you know like, for instance, what his girlfriend should have done, she could have posted after the fact, after they left. She could have posted that, because was of the stature. He was of a higher stature. You can't, people like that, they can't live a normal life. I don't know any other way to put it. Like, they can't live the life like the person on the left may live, because it's just they have to follow certain guidelines, because there's always a hater. There's always a hater. And yes, it sucks, but that's how it is. So, in my opinion, she should have posted, like, after the fact, after they left. She could have said, we had a nice dinner at wherever they went, or we had a nice day, shopping here or there. That's how you have to do. Post after the fact, because it's too crazy. out here in the streets now, and it's ridiculous. Now, I don't like the fact of how people are saying she set him up. If you don't know that for a fact, you shouldn't be saying things like that. You really shouldn't. Now, if she did, shame on her. Shame on her, you know. But if you don't know that for a fact, then don't say that. Like, I don't know what happened, you know. I'm just going off of how I feel. And from the research that I've done when I was getting ready to do the show, like, it hasn't came out that she set him up. This is just what people all over are saying. And my thing is, don't even paint that dirty, blotchy stain about she set him up. She got him killed. She don't do that to that lady. If you don't know that for a fact, quit saying that. You know that's because okay. Let's say she didn't do that purposely. Let's say she didn't. She is torn. You know, she got to live with that for the rest of her life, being the fact that he's gone because I posted where we went for dinner, lunch, or whatever. You know, she has to deal with that. And it doesn't help with, society. Oh, she set him up. She did this and that. How do you know? Were you there? So you talked to her before she posted that? You knew her in game in her posting their location? Stop saying things that you don't know the answers to. That is not right. Because now she has to not only live with the fact that the love of her life is gone, she also has to explain what happened to the other love of her life, which is their child. She has to explain to their child that daddy's not coming home, you know. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they only had an 8-year-old daughter. I'm not sure if he had any other children because in doing research it didn't say any other children. So I'm assuming, it's just the 8-year-old. You know, forgive me if he actually had more and I'm not mentioning them, but I did not see anymore. But yeah, so people, stop saying things that you don't know. Take her feelings into consideration. Take their family's feelings into consideration. She now has to raise their daughter alone. She has to answer these questions that their daughter will have. Just think about what she's gonna have to say and think about what her daughter will think if she runs across some of these antics on social media. From my understanding, she's 7 or 8. Okay, at 7 or 8 years old, nowadays they have internet access, they have tablets, laptops, anything. And most kids can search up anything. And, what if she runs across some of this stuff? Oh, you know, his girlfriend set him up. And come on, think about the child. If you don't know, then don't say shit. If you were not there, then don't say shit. I mean, I've seen a bunch of videos saying that PNB Rock was warned like weeks ago, weeks before the incident even took place. Again, I don't know if that's true or not. So it's like I really hope that that's not true, because if it is, it's like, why couldn't you just go to a different location way ahead of time? And another thing, you know, that has crossed my mind is, where were they coming from? Was he coming from some type of executive meeting, or, something that has to do with his music, his other type of brands, or things like that? Because it's like, why were you dressing flashy to go, out to eat, especially at a place like that? Like that just crossed my mind. Like, hopefully, you know, she didn't do what everybody's saying. And I just, I hope that, you know, the family can find peace through all this. And, you know, the Lord said, vengeance is mine. So whoever did this, they're going to get their get back. They're going to get it. Because this is just ridiculous. You took somebody's family member, somebody's father away over some jewelry. For goodness sake, work. Get up, go to work, get your own shit. Leave people the hell alone. Get your own shit. This has got to stop. It has got to stop. I just, I don't understand. Like I said, my heart goes out to the family. I know it's hard right now, but I hope they find peace. And to his girlfriend, you know, I hope she finds peace, and I hope she doesn't blame herself. If, like I'm saying, if she didn't set him up, if she was just legitimately trying to have a good day out and eat, and, you know, because there's nothing wrong with posting things, but in a situation like that, should have posted afterwards. But, you know, that's all water under the bridge now. But hopefully she finds peace and doesn't blame herself. You know, don't listen to the negativity that's being said. Well, That's all I have for today, people. I love you all. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. I'm gonna go do my podcast shortly, so look out for that. And with that being said, I love you all. I will catch you on the next one. Peace. Don't forget to keep finding your purpose. Love ya. I'm out.